Greetings. When I hear the drama or saga continues, so there's an Earth Angel theft, and they need the Earth Angel gone for it to work. Well, that can't be good. Why are you telling thousands of people that? Like the corruption's ever going to work if you're telling thousands of people that? That's what it is. He said the devil's got slaves and the emperor's doing it all on their own. We're just not the same. So it's what it is. And I mean, when you're telling thousands of people that, do we start a Earth Angel Surviving Corruption Foundation? Is that what we do? That's what it is. Anyway, yeah, I mean, you got to think that's the one thing that they don't want. They don't want truth coming out. And when you come out with truth, which the divine favors, then love, light, and truth always wins. And then, the things that they've done in the darkness start coming to light. Oh, God, they got to take you down with them. It's the victim. They're playing the victim. Simple enough. Simple. They don't like that shit of turning pain into power. It's just what it is. Especially when, I mean, you girls already said they have an 8-year cycle of going through. Because, I mean, it wouldn't really matter. They're wanting what? The destiny? And I posted Blue Rose. She's absolutely right. They would have to go through the rites of passage to be able to achieve that anointing. Okay, great. Sweet. And we want that. We absolutely want them to go through all those things. That's what it is. God got us all that is. Angels, archangels, ascended masters, the divine white light. That should be a clear and infinite channel for your wisdom at this time for myself as well as those that do readings for. Namaste. Yeah, I mean, see, now that the shoe's on the other foot. In love, light, health, wealth, and abundance. And it's what it is. It doesn't matter what kind of degree of anything that you do, especially to help other people. That's why they keep saying Pisces, the pathway to hell, is paved with good intentions. Well, yeah, it's just because they all have bad intentions. Right? The people with the bad intentions are the ones that are trying to win at all costs. That's fucking what it is. It's crabs in a bucket. Let them go. Just let them go. They have they're all getting karma. I can't do anything about that. Right? I can't do anything about that. Do. Everybody's love, everybody's light, everybody's health, everybody's wealth. It's just kind of scattered about. And I mean, see, that's the thing is, generally when they want you to walk away so that the truth comes out, what you do is you wait until the truth comes out and then you just walk away. It's what it is. Let them deal with it. It's a them problem. It's not a me problem. It's what it is. Going forward, it's always going to be in someone's best interest. They did everything for delays, and I'm not worried about that. That's what it is. Bribes and shit. I didn't do any of that. When that energy's in the cards around the Earth Angel, cool. I don't have to worry about voodoo. I don't have to worry about metaphysical means of attacking someone, calling my energy back and returning it. Cool. There's thousands of people that do that. What makes any other Reiki healer any different? That's what it is. I don't go to graveyards in groups with cauldrons and shit. I don't believe in any of that shit. And most people don't. So when they're getting karma, that's what it is. Oh, God, well, everything's backfiring on me. But that's what it is. I can't do anything about that. Nothing happens by chance. Everything happens for a reason. There's no such thing as a coincidence. Everything is a co-created experience with the divine. That's what I mean. You got to think about that. If evil is trying to win at all costs because they don't want the truth to come out, and then the truth comes out, that's what it is. Then the truth is out. We manifested the truth, and it's what it is. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about when the truth hurts. It's what it is. Right? Everybody wants something that they didn't do the work for, and that's fine. There was a lot of inner work done, yes. No one's any better than anyone else, yes. Someone puts a lot of time into something that other people don't do, yes. Anytime you come out with anything, what they used to be able to do to people doesn't work with the higher energies. Great. So now it's exposing all of the things that they were used to doing to people. Oh, they don't like that's change. Nothing gets better without change, and they don't want anything to get better. Left brain, right brain, subconscious mind. That's what it is. I mean, the fact that an unalive plot has been going on in those cards for over a year with officials and lizard people and freaking the devil and earth angels and star seeds and all that shit. So it is. The truth's coming out. Great. Now, what we do with it from that point forward, use your own discernment. So what is, you can believe the truth or you can believe the lie. Okay, great. Right? I'm not going to worry about what fucking American bullies are fucking concerned with because they're caught up in a fucking fall from grace that is so disgusting. They're not only the laughing stock of every other country on this planet, but the universe as a whole. Why do you think the doomsday map Dolores Cannon and Nostradamus and everybody ever predicted is here? It's on this land. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. I mean, America used to be a great place, I'm sure. Now that the truth's coming out, people don't feel that way. Okay, great. You're not responsible for how other people feel. Cards in the upright? No, cool. We'll flip that shit around. Thank you. The predominant question on everyone's mind, yes. Spirit is on a step back and let Spirit do what Spirit does. It's just what it is. When someone gets outed in the cards, they lose their shit. When you find out that they have been doing confirmation, this, and there's really a that, Spirit guides you. Did you hear my knock? I guess it was the 700 Club. That's what it is. Can't do anything about that. Top row is the 5D, moving down through time and space into the 3D. Check it out. So the feminine energies that... So Pisces, I hear they've been trying to take your spiritual protection. I hear they've been doing moon magic, trying to harvest your energy as energy vampires for manifestation because you're the most spiritual. Pisces has lived every sign on the zodiac. Pisces can embody all of those signs at once. You got a Pisces that's embodying the star energy because the sun. We know this. Because we know this information and we know our shit. We do the work to achieve it, and if you don't do the work to achieve it, you're not going to get the results that are achieved. That's what it is. We're removing the negative energy from that shit. That's what it is. I can't do anything about multiple readers that don't know each other all giving out the same information, and now they're pissed. They're bound to whatever the fuck they did trying to unalive an earth angel. Cool. I would be trying to do everything I could to win too. That's what it is. Their prayers haven't been answered. That's what it is. These women that were in the upright, yeah, we have to remove that negative energy. Prayers haven't been answered. That's what it is. Here's my card. Higher consciousness. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. Removing the negative energy from the past. Okay, great. So what kind of job is that? How much work do we have to do to remove the negative energy from the past? That's what it is. Women who can teach you anything. The Madame Tocadas, the Dolores Cannons, the women that are accepted in many other countries other than America that's trying to fucking do their normal government cover-ups. That's what it is. Love always wins. Simple enough. Simple enough is what it is. Nothing they ever do will grow again. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about them pissed off that we're moving forward with 5-star reviews, able to overcome the fucking illusions of the past. You're not going to be accepted in 117 countries with your books translated. Somebody wasted their time. They're not going to waste their time to translate your books into other languages since the 60s. holding conferences all over this place that they try to silence at every turn. They're not going to do that shit unless you're doing the right thing. The more haters you have, the more truth there is to it. The more they try to silence someone, the more you want to listen to that person. So, women in the upright, that's what it is. Earth Angel is supporting that. That's what it is. Did they try to block a connection with God? Now God's whipping their ass. That's what it is. I can't do anything about God showing up and whipping people's asses. I can't do anything about that. That's what it is. The God is always in charge. Right? Everyone being under judgment. I'm sure they don't like that shit. I can't do anything about that. Removing that negative energy, yeah, masculines are upside down. That's what it is. The predominant men in this situation are the fucking devil. They can't create masculine energy. Cannot create. It takes feminine energy to create anything. So when you get an INFJ that's balanced masculine, balanced feminine energy, you can create anything on your fucking own. You don't need. That's what it is. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm getting pregnant. I'm just saying I can birth any fucking idea if you put your mind to it. That's what it is. And they don't like that. Oh, no. They don't like anyone that's 10 steps ahead of them. Especially, check it out. Look at your history of how many INFJs have been assassinated. from Martin Luther King, Abraham Lincoln, Jesus. Right? That's what it is. Now, talking about him being the mastermind or an INFJ, either way, it doesn't matter when someone says that they were predominantly an INFJ, but they portrayed this way. The INFJ is the number one sign, number one personality type that can mimic all the other 15 personalities. So unless they sit down, are really truly honest with themselves, set out, that's what it is. They can test anything. But it's when you hit that INFJ, there's a very specific key that once you're 100% the human lie detector. That's right. That's what it is. And I mean, if you 3 times is the charm, so that's what it is anyway. Right? And I mean, that's what they're starting to notice. My feeling function on the INFJ test is a 0. What does 0 mean? Well, 0 means I feel everything, or I shield myself and I don't feel shit. I feel me. I don't feel other people's shit. It's just what it is. You're talking about the clairsentients, the clear feeling individuals. Right? An empath absorbs other people's frequency. Okay, cool. I look at it like 2 ways. A left or a right-brained empath that can put themselves in someone else's shoes. You get a dual brain functioning INFJ, they can tell you how tight those shoes are before you fucking buy them. It's just what it is. Anyway, you got the higher consciousness being supported by an upright attunement. That's what it is. Continue attuning to the right thing. If they're trying to rob, bind, and destroy, which is devil energy binds, robs, and destroys. So if they're stuck in bind, rob, and destroy energy, looking for everything they can do to win at all costs, the fuck out of here. Women who can teach you anything, that's what it is. That's what it is. These people are not masters. Right? Dolores Cannon stood the test of time. Madame Takata stood the test of time. Right? People trying to go up against that, truth always wins. That's what it is. Stood the test of time. Can't do anything about that. Not one QHHT practitioner since the 60s has ever been involved in a lawsuit, and the hospital constantly is. It's a money-making, it's a fucking Ponzi scheme, right? And trying to drag the Earth Angel into their Ponzi scheme. But the only way it'll work is if that Earth Angel is no longer with us. Cool, you just walk away and you leave them stuck with that. You don't tell them your business. What they don't know, they can't bind or destroy. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. That's what it is. And you've got too many women telling thousands of people at this point, and I'm sure they are mad. Thank you for the beautiful 5-star reviews. Thank you for thousands of women speaking the truth on a red rum plot. So how did they? We have to win at all costs. but the only way to win is to pull off a red room. They have to reverse that energy, and you already have hundreds of women telling thousands of people with their names on the fucking treasure chest. That's what it is. Right? You can't deny the Pisces. The sun star energy is undeniable. Yes, tarot reader. I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree. The energy exchange underneath love is in the upright. That's what it is. The lack of faith in this situation. I hear that star energy has stalkers. Okay, cool. You tell me which false idol in Hollywood doesn't have fucking stalkers and da 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 and problems beyond belief. Right. They don't want you stepping into that kind of a power. Why? Because it exposes their dark secrets and it takes their power away. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. Can't do anything about that. So, Earth Angels in the upright and frenemies are supporting this. It's just what it is. I can't do anything. Very top, very corner. I second guessed my intuition and they told me I was crazy. Been there. I will fucking not allow that shit. I'm so sorry, young lady. That shit doesn't happen here. Why the fuck does crazy want you to come home? Why, when you go to work and you come home and fucking things just aren't going your way, young lady, and your intuition's telling you everything about what the fuck has happened in this crime scene, and you say something and they, male or female, no, you're crazy. You don't know what you're talking about. That spiritual and intuition shit's woo-woo. No, we don't believe in any. No. But yet, they need you to go to work. They need you to provide for them while they're, doing whatever. I don't give a shit. I don't care. I don't care what people are doing and telling you that you're crazy for it, wanting to give you medication because you're having an awakening. You're escaping their matrix. It's just what it is. I support that shit. It's what it is. What is my biggest problem with these past relationships, male and female? Please don't go. Please, it's what it is. If I can't get them to fucking go, then I leave. And usually it's a battle to the fucking end. It's what it is. Think about that. And that's always been my complaint. If I'm trying to get away from somebody, male or fucking female, dog, cat, and or otherwise, it's what it is, right? If I've stated stop, no, and don't more than 3 times, yeah, you're a master energy. It's what it is. And then they play the victim. They need you way more than you need them. And then they play the victim when you're trying to get out of that situation because they're draining. They're constantly draining you. What's the energy in the cards? They're draining the Earth Angel. They're doing everything they can to siphon that healing energy. And then you try to leave. No, don't go, please. No, I can't fucking hear that shit. When I hear that shit, when I'm like, check it out. It's just what it is. And then what does that create? All that energy that y'all have in this card. People obsessed, stalking the Pisces, having to get back in their energy. I get arrested for the shit, so I don't want to fucking hear it. So yeah, that's why Pisces, they can't be in your energy. I know, tarot reader, because they won't fucking leave. That's what it is. And I don't pay women to leave or men. I fucking leave. It's just what it is. And then I'm the bad guy because I don't stick around for that shit no more. That's what it is. Frenemies are supporting the Earth Angel. It's what it is. The tables have flipped. They're leveling us up because they need us more than we need them, and they don't like that shit. Right? Especially when you've got failed theft and robbery and red rum and all this fucking energy in the cards around a healer. You tell me how that's going to work out for you. We're removing that negative energy from these masculines that are upside down. They can't create on their own, male or female. That's what it is. Someone in their masculine energy, they cannot fucking create on their own. That's what it is. I can't do it. Period. Let's take a woman. She wants to create some life, bring life to something. If she's in her masculine energy, she'll never create anything without a host, without a pair, without something spitting parasites into her. I hate to use it that way, but with a corrupt group of parasites in the situation, it's just the roll. That's the way we're going to roll with it. Harmony and balance has been achieved in this situation. And thank you, frenemies. You brought us harmony and balance. That's what it is. I can't do anything about your prayers not being answered. Truth and spirit, and we're not worried about that. So, spirit's on the case. Higher consciousness is in the upright. The attunement is in the upright, and ego deaths are abound. Wonderful. Wonderful. Women who can teach you anything, the Madame Tocatas, the Dolores Cannons. That's what it is. That's information that the two things that I chose as a business, Reiki, over 50 countries, Dolores Cannon, over 117. The two things that I chose to do as in the healing arts, in the healing helpful arts, are the two things that destroy your matrix of corruption. Intuition and healing? Oh, no, 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 no. We need you masked up, locked down, euthanized. Women who can teach you anything. These people aren't masters in the situation. And it's what it is. We'll continue putting our heart into our work. That's what it is. Love is in the upright. Energy exchange is there. And people are fighting over that shit. That's what it is. If they're trying to weaponize love's intent to help or heal, okay, great. So think about it. And then they're trying to leave someone else holding the bag with 2,500-year-old information. That is like a collector, right? A collector having a 2,500-year-old pew, right? And I've got this 2,500-year-old pew, and I put it on Google. I put it up for auction. That's what it is. And then see this guy in the dark doing this magic, coming up with a magic scheme, because they want something that they can't have, and because they can't have it, they're triggered, and then they send energy at your display case, and it goes off and gets them. They want to blame you because it was sitting in the display case. They attacked it. It hit the trigger, and a freak accident took them away. It's just what it is. It's just like magic. Nothing they do will ever fucking grow again. That's what it is. I have a 2,500-year-old thing accepted in 50 countries. And some halfwit in America came up and started pushing on the case. I wasn't even there. Started pushing on the case. I was in meditation, and they're shaking, they're poking the bear, and it goes off like magic, just takes them right out. Fuck out of here. You can't nurture anything these people do. It's what it is. Think about that. They don't understand that energy is everything. What they send out goes back on them. Okay, great. Now they're mad because what they used to be able to send to people couldn't energetically protect themselves. Right? They're sending that energy. We're studying psychic and energetic protection. It doesn't work on us. Oh, shit, we picked the right one or the wrong one, depending on their perception. Bunch of frenemies. That's what it is. We don't even have to distance ourselves from the karmics. There's too much of that energy. I don't know. We shall see. Expect the unexpected. Who knows? Yeah, it's what it is. I mean, when I have tarot readers talking about them trying to take out the Earth Angel, be prepared, expect the unexpected, that they're using unalive magic and voodoo. And I'm like, okay, great. So I'm expecting the unexpected. They're targeting the fucking sun. Okay. Tell me more, tarot reader. Bam, wrong dead dad for Thanksgiving. Hey, you know what? It was the wrong dad. My sign, wrong dad. What you put out goes back on you. Simple enough. Over money. Can't believe that shit. Anyway. We're not worried about that shit. Families in the upright are seeing what's going on. The ego deaths are happening quick, fast, and in a hurry over intuition. That's what it is. Women who can teach you anything in the spiritual world, the Madame Tocadas, the Dolores Cans, have stood the test of time. These people are not masters. Continue putting your heart into your work. That's what it is. There's no compassion for the utter disgrace, betrayal, and that's what it is. I mean, you're not going to have that energy in the cards of the people in charge trying to get away with shit. Cool. Now that's when we walk away. The truth's out. The people in charge are in trouble. Fucking cool. Then we just have to walk away from all that. It's just what it is. What an utter fucking failure of the system. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. Can't do anything about that. Nothing they do will ever fucking grow again. They've lost their power. They gave their power away. By what? By doubting all of these spiritually gifted people. Okay, cool. They've been trying to keep you at a lower vibration and reducing the... They've been trying to stop the awakening at all costs. They've been trying to stop humans evolving since the fucking forever. Why would they possibly want you to evolve to where you know it? If you know what they're doing to you, they can't do it anymore. You have free will. That's what it is. Change your consciousness. Simple enough. They're trying to bend free will. Cool. That's a universal law. Enjoy that. That's fucking... Let me see how that works out for you. Nothing they do will ever grow again. Their manifestation has failed. They have lost their power, and health is in the upright. Health is wealth. That's what it is. And you got to think, they're getting karma. Okay, great. So if I have readers talking about the destiny that they're trying to swamp with, that they wanted so terribly bad, came with spiritual rites of passage that they would have to go through to achieve that. It's nothing to do with being better than anyone else. It has to do with, oh my God, he walked 30 miles after having a car accident with his head half off and survived. Oh man, he must be a great healer. They're not going to be able to take that destiny without smashing in the wall, walking 30 miles, getting their head put back on straight. That's what it is. We got no gratitude for that shit. Health is in the upright. Fuck, that's what it is. Who needs gratitude when you got emotions, love in the upright, and people trying to figure out how to cover up what's already been exposed. So, And you got to think that is kind of funny, you know. the only way their plan will work is if the Earth Angel doesn't make it. Okay, cool. So then it wouldn't matter if I fucking walked away, started another platform somewhere else. So it disappear and pop up over here. You fucking tell these people anything you do. The devil can't. When you get to the pinnacle of your career, the devil will appear. We got to the pinnacle of our career. The devil appeared. We defeated the devil and fucking left all of y'all with it. So that's what it is. Y'all deal with it. I'm not dealing with hell. Trying to help you out of hell, that's the pathway to hell is paved with good intentions. If you're in hell, fucking do something about it. Simple enough. Namaste. Fly out of that shit. That's what it is. Namaste.